book, the newspaper, and read that, and perhaps also see your ad, you will obviously not only get the intended audience, even for other products like print or television. That's simply a true fact about media as such. And it's something about the online part as well. So if you book channel and you think you will reach main 20 to 39, you will reach some of them, but not 100%. And it's the same for a targeting system. That's important to say. We also are not able to deliver 100% of the intended audience. Therefore, if it comes to return on invest, effectiveness measurement, and so on, it's a very important question to what extent we are able to reach the audience. So talking about results, you see that we were really amazed by the results, because that is how they look like. To understand the figures, that they are it's index numbers. So what you can see here is to what extent the targeting solution delivered a better share of the intended audience compared to the channel booking over the 4 publishers. So it's no surprise that you have different levels, but it's really really amazing, you know, that we saw up to 168% better audience share than if you would have booked the classical channel approach. And I'm not talking about all the other effects, you know, like contact optimization, frequency cap, all this kind of stuff which sits on top of that and makes the campaign even better. But this stands, you know, alone to tell the story that audience buying is not only a modern way to reach you know, the campaign goal. It obviously, in many cases, can also be simply more effective in reaching true audiences on a network. And the other thing you have to have in mind, that in terms of scalability, you know, so if you think about television budgets, for example, where you usually are, you know, used to reach massive audiences within a short time. That's something where the classical approach, especially in the online field, fails in terms of scaling, you know, because to reach the same audience you would get through television with online publishers and sales houses, you would have to have 10 times the calls and faxes and contracts and stuff like that, because it's a much more fragmented market. And if you're able to apply this audience mechanism, which works cross-publisher and is a much more straight way of really attracting, you know, the goal you wanted to reach, you can get beyond that scaling problem, you know, because it can be applied on a different set of publishers without any hassle to deal with every single of them. So I think it's quite an impressive figure, and that's where I want to finish my presentation right in time. Because, you know, I know there were people quite scared about the number of slides and the time we had, so I'm happy to have made it in time. And it would be absolutely amazing if we could use some of the spare time to get, you know, 1 or 2 questions or do something. So if you have a question, I would be happy to hear them. There are mics on both sides of the room. Thank you.